she is. We've arrived. Moving a turf alongside. What do you think, Johnson? Why? I don't know. I just don't know. Could have been the petrol tanks. She was fuel-driven. Yes. No sign of Packer. We'd better get down there. He could be trapped. And I've got to get those papers. You'll have to move fast before the local police get here. Get onto them on the radio. Explain things to them. You know, just enough to keep them happy. I don't want that wreck touched, understand? Right. Okay, you're all fixed up. Good luck, Johnson.
Can you hear me, Beryl? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's it like down there?
Not good. There's quite a hole in the hold. I'm going to try and check the cabin. Beryl, I found Packer. He's dead.
Poor chap. He must have got caught in the explosion.
There's more to it, Beryl. Packer was shot 5 times. I found some cartridge cases. An unusual type, too. There can't be more than a dozen of guns of this caliber in this part of the world.
Maybe it'll get us a lead to the murderer.
That's not our problem. All we've got to find is those papers. Then our job is finished. Beryl, we're too late. The papers have gone. That explosion was no accident.
You see? I told you to get you back home safely, didn't I? Yeah, but you know we could have just taken the train from Cambridge, right? Is something wrong? No, it's just, when you said I'll drop you off home, you said that you could do it. This is Trafalgar Square. Well, I can't have been far off. No, well, never mind, at least you tried. Well, I said I'd take you home. Where is home? London St Pancras. Oh, right, well that's not too far. We'll just walk to the nearest underground station. What about the TARDIS? Can't we just leave it here? Wouldn't it just get noticed? Nope. It's a sort of cloaking device. I've always wondered, why is the TARDIS a police public call box? Well, there's a piece of circuitry called the chameleon circuit, which enables the TARDIS to disguise itself wherever it lands. For instance, if this was ancient Rome, there'd be a statue or a plinth or something. However, I was visiting in the 1960s at one time, and the chameleon circuit got jammed, and since then it's always been stuck as a police box. Over the years I've grown to kind of like it. Now then, shall we? I can confirm, sir. It's dead.
Get after them. Bring them to me.
Yes, sir. Don't turn around, but we're being followed. Don't react. Just follow my lead. I have a plan. Excuse me? Are you following us? I apologise for the manner of my actions. However, I am under instructions to take you back to base. You're a government agent. Why don't you and your friend come back with me and I'll explain. Oh dear, this is like a spy movie. Alright, we'll come quietly. Come on, Pip, let's do what the nice man says. Come and sit down. Would you like a drink? Pip? Orange juice for me, please. And for you, sir? An Oreo cookies milkshake. Shaken, not stirred. Of course, sir. I've always wanted to say that. What are we doing here? Oh. That's what we're here to find out. Probably some government operation MI6 has cocked up that I wanted to sort out. That's happened with unit operations before, you know. You worked for UNIT? Yeah, a long time ago, back in the 70s. Or was it the 80s? I can't remember. Your drinks? Oh, thank you. Now, perhaps you'd be so kind as to tell us what all this is about. Of course, sir. My employer is on his way up in the lift now. He'll explain everything you want to know. Oh, good. They're here. Doctor, this is my employer, Mr. X. X? I apologise, but due to confidentiality reasons, I can't tell you my real name. Oh, I see. Very spy-like. Well, what's this all about? We have just received an emergency call from one of our agents, Johnson. It's kind of unusual. We don't know what to make of it. Okay, well, give us the details. Well, we're the British Secret Service. Whoa, I'm going to have to stop you there. The British Secret Service has its own operations and methods. Why would you need me? We've been going over your files when you used to work for UNIT. You're very experienced in this kind of thing. I'm afraid to say, Doctor, that without your help, the entire world could be destroyed. That's quite a statement. Well, what's so bad that it could endanger the future of the planet Earth? Well, I better start from the beginning. A fellow British agent collected plans from a nuclear device from a scientist living in... Well, for security reasons I can't say where, but the plans were vital. If they fell into the wrong hands, the whole world could be in danger. Which is precisely what has happened, am I right? Yes. Johnson was supposed to rendezvous with our colleague on his pleasure yacht. It was a good cover, but the vessel was destroyed before he could reach him, and there was no trace of the plans. Well, that's right. The yacht had been sabotaged. The agent was murdered before the explosion. I see. And how was the agent killed? He was shot 5 times by a Henrietta 45 Supermatic. That's not the most common of weapons to use. Please, go on. Well, there's not much to say, really. That's about it. You've just got to get those plans back. You realise that it's not my sort of thing to involve myself in politics or police work. Yes, we know. But you, Doctor, are the most advanced scientific genius the world has ever known. If anyone can pull this off, you can. So what do you say? Will you help us? Will you get those plans back for us? Well, to save the lives of others, yes, I'll do it. Splendid. So, what is the first step? This week there is a meeting for the National Association for the Advancement of Science in London. Some of the world's top brains are going to be there, including Stephen Hawking, Brian Cox, Robert Winston. The list goes on. We want you to go there and take the place of Dr. Kennington Smythe, pronounced Smith. Sounds like a very risky business. Alright, when does this science event take place? Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Right, well, we haven't got long. We have a car waiting for you outside, for you and your friend. We've booked you up in one of the best accommodated suites in London. The car will take you to the hotel, and you'll be fully briefed of what you have to do. Once you're at the hotel, you are to do nothing and tell no one of this plan. Just stay in the room and wait to hear from us. We shall contact you. Just check out that view. This hotel is amazing. Can we do spy work more often? Quiet, Pip. This isn't a holiday, you know. Anyway, I've just received our instructions from Mr. X. Oh? He said that in the papers tomorrow morning there is going to be a story which reads that a Dr. Carrington Smythe, pronounced Smith, has arrived in London and is attending the National Association for the Advancement of Science tonight at 8 p.m. at the Royal Opera House. The story will also go on to read that Dr. Smythe, pronounced Smith, is going to expose the murderers and saboteurs who destroyed the yacht 3 nights ago. But who is Dr. Carrington Smythe? Pronounced Smith. Sorry, pronounced Smith. Oh, how silly of me. Did I forget to mention that? I am Dr. Carrington Smythe, pronounced Smith. Now then, I suppose we best get some rest. We've got an early start tomorrow.
So, he's going to track us down, is he? Well, we'll see about that. What is the meaning of this? Why have you come here? That is why. Skipman, you know we cannot read such primitive human paper. What does it say?
Some scientist is onto us. He says he is going to track us down.
Who is he?
I don't know, but the article includes exactly how many bullets were fired, the make of gun, stuff like that.
Scarron, this is serious.
So is what we are going to do to the clever Dr. Carrington Smythe, pronounced Smith, tonight. He's going to die. Oh. Damn it! Pip, can you help me for a sec? Come here. Let me help. You know, I'm actually enjoying this whole spy thing we've got going on. Makes a nice change from what we've recently been doing. Yes, suppose you're right. Although give me a planet any day. Somewhere far away from this place on the outer skirts of the galaxy. Maybe we'll go there next. I thought you said you wanted to go home. I do, but there's no rush. I thought time was relative. Anyway, you're done. Check yourself out. Oh, God, no. Bow ties are really not my thing. Really? I thought it suits you. In a James Bond kind of way. James Bond? Really? Wow. This place is posh. Well, one must keep up with appearances, Pip. Some of the world's top scientists are here. Over there is Professor Brian Cox. Over there is Andre Gime. And over there is Craig Venter. Okay, thank you. No need to point out any more scientists to me, thank you. I say, have we met? No, I can't say we have. Dr. Benedict Cassidy. And you are? Dr. Carrington Smythe. Pronounced Smith. Yes, it's pronounced Smith. And this is my associate, Miss Philippa Fay. I must say, what is your practice here in science? What are you studying? Chemistry at plants, old boy. Didn't you read my article on study of the modern fossils? No, I can't say that I have. I have been very busy prior to this event, but who could say no to the free food and drink, eh? Yes, quieter. Kennington Smythe? I don't recall your name being on the guest list, and I don't recall yours. And what's that supposed to mean? I think it's interesting to come face to face with a scientist that no one's ever even heard of at events such as this, which is about the achievements of the great work that scientists have accomplished. Are you sure you're as credible as you say you are? Oh look! Is that Richard Buckley I see over there? Do excuse me. He's a fraud. He's just been taking credit for what other scientists have done. He'll be humiliated and thrown out before the night is over. And what about us? What are we supposed to do? We wait for our murderers and saboteurs to show up, Pip. What? The article in the paper was a perfect means to lure them here and attract their attention. We just have to keep our cool, play the part, and wait for them to turn up. Just pretend you know stuff. And if you don't know stuff, just nod your head and make it look like you understand. Acknowledge people. Well, hopefully we shouldn't have to wait very long. It's almost 11 o'clock and nothing's happened. What makes you think they're coming? To finish us off, Pip, I reckon we've riled them, and they need to stop us by any means in carrying out what we intend to do. Expose them. What was that? Sounded like a window smashing. Pip, stay here. We're going to take a look outside. Be careful.
Stay where you are, Dr. Smythe, pronounced Smith.
Put your hands above your head and turn around slowly. Good. That's good. Now come with me. Why? Do not ask questions. Cooperate or I will destroy you. Very well. I'll do whatever you say, just don't harm me.
Very good, Dr. Smythe.
It's pronounced Smith, actually.
Silence! Now move.
Doctor. Hello? I need to speak to Mr. X. It's an emergency. Oh, hello. Nice night for it, is it not?
Who is this human?
Well, I'm not human and you're spitting on my tuxedo.
What is he doing here?
He threatened to expose us.
Why couldn't you have just destroyed him when you had the chance?
Now that is a very good question. Have you got a good answer? I thought he would be more useful to us alive. How exactly? You are a scientist. You could help us with the construction of the bomb. Bomb? And what bomb's that? The nuclear device for which we have the plans for. Zygons? Zygons stole the plans for a nuclear device? What could you want the plans for a nuclear device for? Oh, wait a minute, shush. Don't answer that. It's war. Am I right? You want to start a nuclear war and drop an atomic bomb on London?
You are correct.
Okay, so we have the who and the what, but what about the why? Why do you want to start a war? Given the fact that you're bloodthirsty aliens whose homeworld was destroyed in a nuclear war, and you wish to find a new homeworld to claim your own. But if that's the case, then why not just invade? Why do you have to kill off all the population of the Earth? Because it is pest control. We cannot populate the Earth with the humans roaming about. There are too many of them. So we must decrease the surplus population. We must destroy them. Elimination of the weak, eh? Oh, that's not uncommon. It was done before by a certain Monsieur Hitler.
You will help us to work the device, and then you shall die.
Interesting. And, do I get a say in all this? No. Oh, I didn't think I would. If I do cooperate, how will that be better?
You would be of value.
Well, I suppose that's something. Very well. I agree to help you make your bomb.
Good.
Then let us begin work. The Doctor has been taken captive. Yes, he's been kidnapped by the aggressors, whoever they are, and we've got to save him. Now hold on here, young lady. This is a top-secret confidential operation that we're dealing with here. It's too risky to take action without being exposed. On behalf of the world's safety of the public, we cannot afford to make such a move that we may regret. You can't do anything because you're afraid of a public outcry? It could jeopardize the whole operation. The whole point of this mission was to get the plans back without anyone realizing that they'd gone. So let me get this straight. You're working for the Queen's Secret Service, and the Queen herself doesn't know that secret plans for a nuclear device that could potentially destroy her country have gone missing? Yes. We try not to worry Her Majesty. She's got enough on her plate as it is. If you're not going to do anything, I will. Now wait a moment, don't be silly. You don't know what's out there. You don't know where your friend the Doctor is or who's taken him. If you go out there now, you'll be walking into the unknown. It's best that you sit tight and just wait. I know it's not most of the practical choices, but, well, it is what it is. That's great. You know, I must say, in past experience of putting together a highly complex piece of machinery together, has proven to be very sophisticated stuff indeed. But it's actually also quite fun at the same time. Oh, we appear to be missing a part. What? You see this piece here? That's missing. It's very important when we have it. Ah. Oh, thank you. That's just what we need. Yeah, I'd say that's ready now. Is the bomb ready? Yes, or just about. Good. We shall dispatch it soon. As for you, your usefulness has expired. Ah, yes, well, you intend to destroy me. Well, you see, the thing is, if I was going to destroy someone by backing them against the wall between you and me, a little word of advice, don't stand them against a rubber chute. He has escaped. No matter. We have the bomb. There is nothing anyone can do now. How much longer do we have to wait? For as long as it takes. You're used to this whole waiting thing, aren't you? I've grown to adapt to it. Doctor! Thank goodness, are you alright? Doctor, are you alright? Just back off, Pip, and give me some breathing space. Can I get you anything? Water. Sit down. Thank you. Doctor, what did you find out? Where did you go? There's a spaceship underneath the Thames. A race of aliens called the Zygons have stolen the plans for their own ends, creating a giant atom bomb to drop on London and kill everybody. They forced me to help them construct this bomb, and I sabotaged it and escaped. Then if you sabotaged it, then they can't use it. Your water, Doctor. Thank you. Oh. It's much better, thank you. The Doctor has just been telling me that there are aliens who took the plans and used them to construct a deadly bomb, and they forced the Doctor to help them. Did you get the plans back? No, they've still got them. Damn it! Your mission was to retrieve the plans. Is there much point in it now anyway? The damage has already been done. And we've got something much more serious on our hands. And what's that? An atomic war. The Zygons plan to wipe us all out. And who are the Zygons? I'll look them up in my unit file. I've got it down on record. The case in Tulloch Moor. How do we stop these aliens? I wonder. Do you think you can get an airstrike out against the Thames within the next 2 hours? Yes, I could, but I'll have to pull a few strings. And do so. We have very little time left.
I am at our point. 3507. Unidentified objects approaching us. What? All scans have been unsuccessful. We must take off. That is impossible. Takeoff has not begun.
The airstrike was successful. It's over. That's where you're wrong, Mr. X. It's far from over. I just did what I had to do to prevent a war. It was either them or us. Well, I better go back to my desk. There's much paperwork that needs to be sorted out. Goodbye, Doctor. Goodbye, Mr. X. I hope we shall never meet again. I'm sure we won't. Nice man, for a politician. What? He ran for Parliament, and he had a seat in the House of Lords. How do you know all that? I looked him up. I read his file. But that's highly classified information. You don't work for the BSS, Pip. We're not spies. We come and go as we please. Speaking of which, fancy catching the train home? No thanks. I'd rather go home the long way round.